Hello Virgo, this is your April forecast. April is still a big month because we're in the eclipse season. We had the new moon solar eclipse on March 20th, and that happened for you here in your 7th house of relationships, Virgo. And we always take these eclipses in pairs of houses because these houses will be very significant for up to 6 months after the eclipse energy. And so we've got this 7th house of relationships that's being given a boost and some new energy coming into it. And also remember, moon energy always brings changes. The moon is the fastest moving planet, so changes happening in your relationships. Some completions, some culminations, but the opportunity for new seeds and new shoots in that area for you. Then on April the 4th, we've got this full moon lunar eclipse at 14 degrees of Libra. And this is happening in your 2nd house. So we've got these 2 houses happening here. So it's the house of relationships that's being triggered for you, Virgos, and the house of money. And this is a particularly emotional full moon lunar eclipse because it's making square with Pluto. We've got the Pluto-Uranus square still in effect, and Uranus opposite to the moon. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of emotions flying around during the time of this eclipse. For you, there's emotions around money and finance, your security. You may be looking at where's your money going? How can you make more money? How can you make your money go further? Where are there some new opportunities for you financially? Maybe you do need to be self-employed. Maybe you really do need to get that extra online business going. So there's a lot happening in these areas where there's going to be some opportunities for change. To see the situation, because the full moon lunar eclipse shines a light on this area of money and finance, and also it's shining a light on how do you value yourself? Do you value your time? Are people taking advantage of your time? Do you value the things in your life? That as well will be triggered by this eclipse. On April the 6th, we've got the Sun and Uranus coming together. And that's a day of surprises, a day of sudden inspiration, a sudden opportunity. It could be something suddenly happening with a partner's money. It could be something suddenly happening where you have a sudden attraction to somebody, a real physical attraction, and it's sudden. So it may happen just when you least expect it. Now, Jupiter, planet of good fortune, wealth, abundance, has been retrograde since December. And now on April 8th, it goes direct until early August. So what this means is that things that have been on hold, so for example, anything connected with travel, anything connected with, for you in this 12th house, anything connected with some kind of research, some information that you've been looking for, you know, a piece of the puzzle that you've been waiting for, maybe in a deal, maybe with a job, maybe finding something, then you can find it once that Jupiter energy goes direct. Jupiter in the 12th house is also a very benevolent position. It's like a divine protection in that 11th hour. That's when everything kicks into action for you and you know that you're protected. So it's actually a very nice placement. And for the first 11 days of the month, we've got Venus and Mars up here in Taurus, and they're in your 9th house, Virgos. So this is a great time for traveling, taking a trip, planning a trip, meeting someone from overseas, romance with somebody from overseas or a different culture to you. It's also a great time for publishing something, for getting something out there, and for doing anything with your spiritual growth and where you want to add more meaning to your life. Mars will make you want meaning and the quest for meaning. So you may be reading more, getting more information, learning more to find what is going to bring you that sense of meaningfulness to your life. And on April 12th, we've got Venus going into Gemini in your 10th house. And so this brings something nice happening in your career area. Maybe somebody helping you, doing you a good turn, just even a love interest happening through meeting somebody in work. On April 15th, we've got Mercury coming to join Mars in this 9th house. And so Mercury here is a great time for publishing something, for speaking out. It may be a time where you need to deal with something connected with a court situation, a legal situation, and Mercury will enable you to make some good decisions, to learn information and really act on that information. It's also good for studying and learning and any kind of communications. On April the 18th, we've got a lovely new moon in Aries at 28 degrees, and it's happening in this rather sexy house, shall I say. So new beginnings intimately with somebody. It could be new beginnings connected with a joint partnership, financially, and also some new beginnings with some kind of investment that you want to get into. Maybe you want to change your pension, you want to change your mortgage, you want to refinance something. That new moon will help you to breathe some fresh energy into that life area. And on April 21st, we've got the sun coming into this 9th house, shining a light on your spiritual direction and growth, and shining a light on connecting with people, having a wider perspective on your life. Sometimes Virgos, you do get caught up in the weeds, in the details of life. The sun there wants you to look at the bigger perspective of your life, to see it from a bird's eye view, to go up in the sky and see it as though you're up in an aeroplane. And that way, then you can take care of the details afterwards. April 22nd, we've got a very benign and lovely aspect happening between Venus and Jupiter, happening here, a sextile aspect. So could be some good news about work, could be some just a secret is revealed. You find something out and it's like, oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. But it's a day of celebration and fun amidst all the rest of these aspects that will be going on. I want to thank so many of you who've gotten in touch, who've emailed me, called me, sent me things. I mean, it's just been amazing and I'm so grateful. All your positive energy and love made a huge difference, as I hope you can see. So I'm extremely grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.